Never have I ever waited more than 3 dates to have sex.
Never have
Waited more than 3 dates.
Wait, I have.
I have waited more than 3
I've
dates.
waited a very long time, so I drank.
So we have all waited more than 3 dates to have sex.
Yes, regrettably.
Go ahead. Rollo, what happened? The Mac Daddy himself. How long did it take?
We
Well,
might
I
need
mean,
some more Jameson.
Believe it or not, I was
go.
not always the red pill Rollo Tomassi. That's
Okay.
you shock everybody here. I think most guys who get into sort of like red pill manosphere kind of stuff, they have to go through like a cycle. Like people always ask me like, Rollo, how did you get red pilled? Right?
Yeah.
And like it's a verb. And I'm like,
I hate
well,
that.
it's like, you know, there was a time when I was very blue pill. I was very red pill. I was very, you know, my rock star 20s. I didn't care about anything. Then that was actually a very fun, memorable time in my life. And then later on, and you get involved with other people. So it's like one of the iron rules of Tomassi is iron rule number 3, which is any girl that makes you wait for sex, the sex is never worth the wait. And it's not that it's not
I hate this
it's
rule.
not the investment side. Now listen to me before you hear me out, because a lot of people take this the wrong way. It's about desire. It's about the genuine desire,
True.
not about like I got third date, better get going. You know, it's not that. It's about determining genuine desire. After 3 dates should be more than enough time to figure out if this chick is into you, or if there's some sort of mitigating factor between you getting into bed with her or into a relationship with that.
You must have a lot of people that get mad at that comment.
Oh,
I'm not saying I
that
get
is
mad
the-
at you,
that
but
is
there's a lot of
Really?
Hear me out. Hear me out for a second.
That's the number
There's
one
a lot.
thing I get pissed off
I was
at.
shout out to this event called Model Volleyball. It was just in South Beach. My friends put it on. I was just there this weekend. Interviewed Vince Vaughn. I fucking love that guy. He's
I saw
amazing.
that. Yeah.
And I interviewed a lot of the models, a lot of the females there. I'm saying, how long I said, describe your ideal man. Give me the 3 qualities. Humor was up there, right? Obviously money, attractive, looks, what have you. They described their ideal man. And I said, how long, if you meet this ideal man, would it take for him to get you into bed? And the answers were wildly different. Some girls are like, dude, that night. And some girls are like, no sex till marriage. Total wide range of answers. But you're saying no more than 3. So you must get a lot of hate from this.
That's a 3 strikes rule. But remember, it's not about, oh, well, you want a loose girl. That's not what that's about. It's about determining genuine desire to see if there's like connection, that there's a chemical reaction between you and that person. So it's like if she can't keep her hands off of you, genuine desire is what I'm talking about. It's not about like, oh, this is a litmus test for whether the girl's loose or she's not, or it's a same night lay versus like 3 dates later. That's not what it's about determining the interest level and the genuine desire.
What does that mean?
Of
Determining the genuine desire.
So is there a chemical reaction between you and that person? I'll give you an example here. Let me give you this story, and I don't think I've told this story in a while. Working in the alcohol industry,
Nice.
I've worked on like say martini fests and things like that for. Certainly up on Church Street in Orlando and down Deerfield Beach.
Yep.
And so what I'm doing is I'm choosing these girls to come and do these events. So I have what I call my poor girls. Okay, now this is back in the day. So
P-O-U-R?
P-O-U-R.
Okay, gotcha.
They're the girls
My homeless girls, no, exactly. They're the drinking, exactly.
You've probably, I mean, as a bartender, like bartenders, you guys would be I would hire you as
P-O-U-R, pouring shots.
Pouring shots, right?
girls.
Not poor broke girls.
So
Got it.
there was one conversation that I had with them at one point, and it was like, would you ever get with a guy and have sex with him on the same night that you met him, or have you ever done that? And of course they're giggling. Of course I have. If he was hot enough, blah blah blah, but not if he was boyfriend material. And so there was this. I all of the boundaries and all of the the hot monkey sex that I want to have with this one guy who's the hot guy in the foam cannon party in Cancun on spring break. There's that guy, and then there's the guy who's boyfriend material, and they would make that guy wait, but they wouldn't make the hot guy wait. Because there's this sense of urgency, particularly younger women, because they're at their peak potential. They're at their peak.
What is the
agency
difference
right
between a hot guy that you meet and a guy that you would make your boyfriend? Maybe the ladies chime in
maybe
here.
they can answer.
Is there
that
a
for you.
difference? Does he have a point here? Do you agree with Rollo?
Is there a guy that you want to have sex with on the night that you meet him, or is there a difference between a guy who's like, oh, I think I could really see myself with this guy in the long term?
And is there a difference in timing?
It's really
for
cads
sex?
versus dads, but that's the
Okay.
I mean, any person that I meet, I don't want to be in the mindset of like negotiating with myself when I can be intimate and when I can't. if I'm already thinking about that, it's not for me. And I do, even if it's just supposed to be for fun, I need somebody to treat me like I'm girlfriend material, just because that shows me that I can be free with my body with that person and he'll respect it.
Well, you were just talking a moment ago about the guy who was love bombing you.
Right.
Right. So is that the guy that was boyfriend material, or was that the guy who was just sort of, fun for now kind of guy?
Well, I was really, really overwhelmed by excitement because he was an exciting person, very big on social media. So I definitely went with it, but I also had in the back of my mind, like, there's no way this is going to work. So I knew that from the beginning just by his behavior. And I just kind of went along for the ride. It ended up being a little bit painful, so I learned my lesson. But it's a lesson that I was, like, totally happy to learn.
What was the lesson?
Just because something seems fun and exciting doesn't mean you have to do it.